What's up, everyone? This is Okchief420, and today I was awakened by an email, very cool email, by my favorite retro gaming store, GameOver Video Games. Now, if you frequent their shop a lot, they'll ask you if you want to be on their mailing list to see if, they come out with new deals or whatever. And I opted to back a long time ago, and they email you stuff like when they're getting events going on, tournaments, sales, whatever. So I checked my email this morning, and I saw a really cool email from them, and I went ahead and printed it out, and I feel like a news reporter right now bringing you the latest news, but I thought this was pretty cool news for everyone else to hear, because this does eventually, it'll affect everyone if you are an Atari fan. So if you like Atari, this is mostly going to be for you guys. So let me go ahead and read you the email. The email starts off, press release for immediate distribution. AF News World Network, April 1st, 2013. I swear to God, this better not be some fucking April Fool shit. Because Social Blade pulled some shit like that on me yesterday, and they got me too. So I'm done with these fucking April Fool's jokes. But let's see if this is true or not. GameOver Video Games to purchase Atari Corp for $13 million. So they're saying essentially that my favorite retro gaming store, GameOver Video Games, is purchasing the Atari company all in whole and all its assets for $13 million, which was once a billion-dollar company, is now being sold for a mere $13 million, which is still no small chunk of change, mind you. But I think that's pretty crazy that the store that I frequent is buying out an entire company, a gaming company that we all played. And that company is only solely based here in Texas. Work begins on a new Atari Legacy game console which will play every classic Atari game ever made. What? They're building a console, the Atari Legacy, to play every single Atari game ever made? That is quite the feat. Austin, Texas. Atari is one of the legends of the video game business, having been the first blockbuster game console ever mass-produced. In the beginning, this company seemed unstoppable. Sales were off the charts in the 70s, then sadly crashed back to earth in the 80s. Atari has been in and out of bankruptcy many times since its creation, but never did things look so dire for the iconic company as their most recent bankruptcy filing a few months ago. It seemed the gaming legend was finally about to be done for. Then entered GameOver Video Games and its founder, retro video game superfan David Kalin, with a last-minute plan to buy them out and save Atari from bankruptcy. The offer was accepted at a closed-door meeting last week, and the deal is now officially completed, and Atari is now fully owned subsidiary of GameOver Video Games, Inc. He owns it for $13 million. David Kalin, the owner of GameOver Video Games, now owns Atari. That's crazy. In a good way. This Austin, Texas-based independent video game store chain focuses primarily on classic and retro video games, and they have been growing and expanding rapidly across Texas over the past 7 years. For Kalin, the timing was just a perfect fit for us, and as we're looking to expand into hardware business. Smart business, man, I swear. He even contacted his close personal friend, original Atari president and founder, Nolan Bushnell, to get his blessing before moving forward with the deal. Nolan told David that he would be happy to help, saying, "Whatever it takes to keep Atari alive and connected with its rich history, absolutely I support it 100%. I know David well, and he's a good man, And what he's done with Game Over video games in such a short time is amazing. With this purchase, I am confident that Atari will be in great hands now and forever. What a one time was a billion-dollar company was sold in its entirety to Game Over video games for a mere $13 million in cash. Not cheap, but a fantastic deal considering the historical brand value. Plus, the marketing of Atari name and logo alone is worth many times that number, says Kalen. Kalen has already outlined his framework for this massive turnaround. He has in store for Atari. First, all current projects will be scrapped, and Atari will begin immediately re-establish itself by returning to its roots, retro video games. Design and engineering work is already underway on an amazing and ambitious new project called the Atari Legacy. This dream console for any video game collector will play all original cartridge games from 9 different classic Atari systems from the original 2600 up to the final console, the Atari Jaguar CD. The full compatibility list: 2600, 5200, 7800, XE, 400, 800, Jaguar, Jaguar CD, and Lynx. On the software side, the new Atari will also aggressively work with indie, homebrew game designers to release brand new titles in classic cartridges formats. Already in the planning stages are Atari 2600 versions of ET2. What? Finally out of the ditch, and Joust 3, Super Angry Birds. Wow. This new Atari Legacy system will also sport original controller ports for the diehards, and it will add Bluetooth support for using any current off-the-shelf wireless controllers, HDMI 1080p with 3D capabilities for use even with the most advanced 3D LED TVs on the market today. Plus, it will sport a classic Atari look, complete with thick black ridges on the top and wood grain panel on the front. This will truly be a beautiful console to proudly display in retro gamers' homes entertainment center. Don't have any of the classic cartridges anymore? Well, no problem. Game Over Video Games sells those too. I knew they were going to throw a little thing in there for that. I just knew it. Plus, the console will also include an Android-based operating system and a 100GB hard drive to download and run any current mobile apps and games such as Angry Birds, Pandora, Netflix, etc. Indie, homebrew games, emulators, etc. As well as built-in Ethernet and Wi-Fi adapters to allow web surfing on the TV. Major content deals are in the works with all major cable and network TV stations, and full DVD-R capabilities are included. It's hard to believe that after 40 years, Atari is coming back to take over the living rooms again. Game on! I'm excited. I'm going to go and try and see if I can get one of the first ones that they make. Tell me what you guys think. Leave some comments down below. See if this is a good idea, if this is a bad idea. I personally believe this is a good idea. I can't wait for this thing to come out, if it's true. So, thank y'all for watching. Thanks for putting up with my reading. Peace, y'all.